What's up, Punters Pod listeners? You can listen to us every Wednesday on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or even watch us on YouTube. Now, let's get into the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Punters Pod.
What a time to be alive! The game's record is what Pendles will break. Sacking Voss was clearly not a mistake. Is Melbourne actually good, or is their form fake? Let's win some punts for all of you legends who listen to us cunts. Jezza, how are you? How is life?
Life is great. Footy is not. Ethan actually told me today before we started the show, he goes, I don't know how many times you've said that life's great, footy is not.
You always are off the footy.
Oh, why is it so bad? I swear if it wasn't for betting, I would not be invested in this season.
Really?
It is poor. Like, it's so bad.
It's not that bad of a season.
Come
it's
on,
not.
Ethan.
The games on the weekend were bad.
Name me one good game from the weekend. One game that you kind of enjoyed.
This is crazy.
Tell me.
This is crazy. I kind of enjoyed the West Coast Giants game because I was riding West Coast, so I kind of enjoyed that. I kind of enjoyed the Collingwood Sydney game.
And that is
Collingwood lost.
That is absolutely it.
Yeah.
Like, it's poor. It's
Carlton
very
Carlton
poor.
fans would have enjoyed the Carlton
If we're
game.
getting G'd up about the 6-15, 88-71 West Coast Eagles on a Sunday versus fucking the Giants, it's just...
Melbourne, your boys, Melbourne Hawthorn. That was a good game.
Yeah, but it was a good game. Was it though?
Yeah, it was a good game.
The D's ended up winning by almost 40 points. So,
I just don't like Hawthorn, so that was fun for me.
It's good if you want to hate watch.
The fucking Adelaide game was horrible.
Even the Lions versus Cats game, it was good. I guess it wasn't even good. Watching the Cats.
Yeah, but it wasn't even good of a game.
It wasn't a good spectacle, and that was meant to be the big highlight game of the. It just. I don't know. I don't know what we can do to fix it.
Punts,
but that's what I'm saying.
That's why you're listening to the Punters Pod, boys.
Lucky punting was invented because this season I would be fucking completely out of it because my team isn't the best team going around.
Melbourne, they're pretty good.
They are pretty good. I got a lot to say about
People think you're a Melbourne fucking supporter.
I got a lot to say about my team.
Well, hold on to that, Jez, before we get into betting results because that's the only thing keeping you going this AFL season. Who is the random player above my head circa 2007? This image?
All right, he's
Collingwood
young-looking guy, Collingwood jumper, really old Collingwood jumper. Longish hair, but not as long as it did get on him.
Nice.
It's Scott Pendlebury.
I reckon that guy in that photo will only play 50 games, Jez.
You reckon? You're going to ride him off that quickly?
Lucky to crack 50 games. Of course, Scott Pendlebury themed this week. So we'll give Jez a layup. I was going to put...
Is that 2 in a row for me?
Yeah, Fraser, Pendlebury, yeah. You're lucky I've been going theme.
I'm on fire.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the punts are on fire. How were you on the weekend? Were you on fire?
Horrific.
Yeah,
terrible.
No good.
Disgusting.
I fucking had a good weekend.
My free picks only went 2 of 9.
No, I went 5 of 9.
I was so stupid last week.
You are stupid, yes.
No, I did all these 1 to 39s. If I just took the lines in all of those games, I would have won. I'm just a fucking... retard for that.
I got 5 of 9. I had a very good weekend actually. I won every punt except for one.
I lost both of my
player props. I won both of my player props.
Shocking.
What were yours? I had Grundy 20 plus at $1.85.
You won them in the same night, didn't you?
Yeah, and I had Ewland in the other game. Bodie Ewland 25 plus at $2.05.
I had Cadman for 3 goals. I rode that 2 weeks in a row. I'm pretty sure.
You did.
Horrible.
Lost both weeks.
Yeah, lost both weeks. He couldn't even put up a goal against the Eagles. And then I had Ashcroft. What the fuck happened to Ashcroft? Ashcroft was getting fucking 30s week in, week out.
He was nearly.
And now he can't even crack the 25. He was in my blacklist at one stage, but he got taken off.
True to it. I had the one punt I lost was the 30 plus dreamer for Jagger Smith. He ended on 25 and I also took 25 in a multi.
What was 25 paying?
I think when we recorded it was $3.
I think so.
I got it around 225 close to the game time. So that was nice there. Jagger Smith 25. Put that in a multi with a few other legs and $5 multi-win hits. That was my best bet of the weekend. He didn't quite get the 30, but it was all good. Then the West Coast line was very good for me. Had the West Coast line. I was the only one in my tipping competition who had West Coast.
Tipping competition?
Yeah. I'm equal first in the tipping competition out of 40 odd people. So very, very happy about that. Jez, you are falling away.
I was first for the longest time.
That doesn't matter.
For the first 6 rounds, I was first.
You peaked too early.
I'm 9th now.
9th. See, that's horrible. I'm
four behind the leader.
You would be on my betting blacklist if you were a player because you were in bad form. But who is on your betting blacklist for this weekend?
I've felt good this week, and we've had a couple drop down from the blacklist.
One of mine
watch.
did, yes.
So Caleb Daniel got removed completely from on watch. He's not even on.
What do you have on the weekend?
He just gets 20. It's just every time I bet on him, he doesn't get it. So, so I can't really blacklist him. Patrick Cripps removed from the blacklist. He's back on watch.
Yeah.
Jagger Smith removed from the blacklist.
He's downgraded. He's on watch for me.
Same as me.
So they're on watch.
I've added a player to on watch.
Okay.
Fucking Lockie Whitfield.
Ooh.
And this is another personal one. I think this is just personal.
I've forgotten Lockie Whitfield existed for a little bit.
I didn't because we were talking about it last week, just those players that will take their disposal line in every single game. You know what they're going to hit. Lockie Whitfield had hit 25 disposals, and I swear it was like 50 games in a row.
50, he reckons.
The first game that he hasn't hit it, of course I bet on him, but I bet on him all the time. But it's just like this thing where you tried, true, blah, blah, blah. He ended on like 19 or some shit like that. The first game in like 50 games, I swear that he hasn't got 25 disposals, so he fucked me there. And still on my blacklist and won't get removed is Andrew Brayshaw. I don't care how good he plays. I don't care how many disposals he gets. He's staying on the blacklist.
Well, one of the listeners, JD Hall, has sent in that he has Massimo D'Ambrosio on the blacklist. He's had a bad season. That's a good one. I've stopped punting on him this season. He needed him for 22 plus disposals in a multi. It was actually a nice multi. He had 25 plus Brody Grundy, 22 plus Massimo, and 20.
How many did he finish on 19?
25 plus for Jagger Smith.
I'm not sure he's having that bad of a season, to be honest.
It's not great. This was a very good multi. Just lost there for JD Hall. So, Muss is on his watch list at least.
18.7 disposals a game. Not the best, not the worst.
And then, also, Matt Vanders has sent in that a player that he loves punting on, because we said last week for a few of the boys to send in their sure things, like Lockie Whitfield, which is now on Chez's on watch list.
Not a sure thing anymore.
Is Callum Mills 20 plus? Check if he even got that, because...
No, he did.
He did, so there you go. So, very nice there from Matt Vanders.
And Mills is around that 20 plus mark. Mills is always like a good value for it. So
yeah, it is value. So that's a nice one there. On my watch list, I've still got Chad Warner. He still isn't exciting me. And
I'm with you completely.
And you're not with me?
I am with you.
Oh, you're with me.
He's horrible.
And I think he might even trouble when Errol Goulding comes back. He will be struggling to get 18s, I reckon, Chad. And then Jagger Smith is downgraded from blacklist to the watch list. So welcome back, Jagger. I think I will even go with him again. I just like the idea of Jagger without Voss as the coach. I feel like Voss was holding Jagger Smith back.
Yeah, that was our whole premise last week. Yeah. It was just like Voss was playing him at half forward, not even half back. Not even half back. Playing him at half forward to let him rot there. We'll get into it later, but fuck, they made the right decision. I was saying that they weren't going to sack him. He was just a horrible coach. Like, that's about it. All the dick sucking that Carlton fans did for those last 2 weeks, for the last week, since he's been sacked, like, horrible coach.
And on the blacklist, do you have anyone?
I told you, Andrew Brayshaw. He's staying.
Well,
he's not getting removed.
Well, my blacklist only now, since Jagger's gone, was the Caleb Strong and Andrew Brayshaw duo, because only one of them will ever get 25 this weekend. Andrew Brayshaw 26 and Caleb Strong 24. Yep. Stays tried and true.
The player prop segment.
Let's
get into these player props. Like always, boys, sponsored by Punt AI. Go to their Instagram, DM them the word premium to gain access, or go to the link in their bio to go to their website and gain access to their picks.
I got 2 last week. You got 0, Jez. Recap of mine last week. I had Brody Grundy 20 plus at $1.85. That goes bang. He has 33 disposals. And then I had Bodie Hewland in the other Friday night game. 25 plus disposals at $2.15. I said the value's just been there all year before the bookies catch on to it. To get him above $2 was incredible last week. He ended on just, I think, 30 flat. So, Bodie Hewland there. And this week, I have another 2 juicy picks I love.
I'll follow suit with you because I like what you did last week and just 2 on both the Friday night games, get him out of the way. I've done the same here. My first pick is going to be Jordan Clark for 25 plus disposals.
I like that.
They're playing the Saints. The Saints allow a lot of disposals to designated kickers, and he has hit this line in 4 out of his last 5 against the Saints.
The Saints as well, just giving me no faith ever. Sorry, St Kilda fans. I've got no Friday night games this week. My first leg is 32 plus disposals at $1.90. Oh, this actually is a Friday night game. So I lied. This is a Friday night game. Archie Roberts, 32 plus disposals at $1.90. He's genuinely Essendon's whole transition system, and Richmond simply don't have the cattle to stop that from happening over and over again at Dreamtime on the G, which will be an absolute stinker. But if there's one thing you can rest assured Essendon will do this year is get Archie Roberts the ball. So 32 plus might seem high, but for $1.90, I'm taking that against Richmond.
I also love Zach Merritt in this game. This isn't
well.
my other pick, but I love Zach Merritt in this game.
It's a stinky game where Merritt will just be like, fuck this.
No, but stinky game, but with a lot of eyes on it. Wants to be the hero, really plays hard, so he'll crack it up. My second player prop, and this one's a bit out in the open. This is a bit wild.
I like it.
It's going to be McCulty Lafau, 2+ goals at $2.95.
That's wild. It is.
This is purely, and do not take this if you don't want it, but this is purely just a feeling pick. I can see him, not ripping the game apart, but kicking 2 goals
so
in this dream. Who are Essendon's key defenders? Who's going to be stopping McCulty Lafau?
Yeah, nobody. But
that's what I'm saying.
Who's going to get McCulty Lafau the ball?
No, they will. Surely. Essendon's not a great team.
Yeah, I know. Both of them are bad teams. I don't even think there'll be 2 goals in the game, but if you think McCulty Lafau will score 2...
I'm taking McCulty. Both of my picks combined, they're juicy $6.36.
He does not mind the Jez. And my second leg here is a storyline pick and storyline only. But it just has to happen, doesn't it? Scott Pendlebury, anytime goal at $1.75. I was shocked when I saw it like that. Do I even have to explain this one, Jez? Probably not. Will happen for sure, especially if the Pies get a bit of a lead on West Coast. I think Pendlebury goal will be pretty fairy tale-like and just will happen. And I think $1.75 will drop very, very much closer to Saturday. So jump on it now. Yeah. Recap of mine is Archie Roberts, 32 plus disposals, $1.90. Scott Pendlebury, anytime goal, $1.75. Combine those 2 legs for $4.35.
Beautiful. Not as much value as my one, but
mine win, Jez. But mine win.
Let's go straight into this first game, the Thursday night game. It is going to be Hawthorn versus Adelaide.
Utahs.
When you're punting, avoid this game at all costs.
Avoid this game. Horrible.
Avoid this game at all costs. Horrible. Thursday night, standalone game in Tassie.
How's the weather? I'll check up the weather.
I checked the weather. The weather isn't terrible. It's 17 and sunny, all right?
Not bad.
But I don't know. It just gives me... I don't know. It makes me feel weird knowing that this game is going to be in Tassie Thursday night, standalone. I remember last year when they played this game, I checked the score. The score was 47-43 or some shit like that.
Jesus.
The last time these two teams first.
That was a good game, but
it was not a good game.
It? No, it was
a horrible game.
Okay,
It was disgusting.
And Adelaide were leading, Hawthorn come back.
Exactly. Yeah. I think Hawthorn just pipped them right at the end. The Hawks last week, crack starting to show a little bit, I think.
What did you have in this game? Did you pick Melbourne at the line? Because I did.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I had that, and I called it perfectly that the Ds are way too fast for Hawthorn. Slow midfield, nuke him.
No, I'm a dickhead. Ward. You see, this is what I was saying.
What did you do?
I was picking all the teams 1 to 39. Yeah.
Nah, so I did Melbourne at the line. They're just too fast, the Ds, for that midfield. I watched a bit of that game, and it was just nuke him and Ward and Nash, and even, I forgot if Mackenzie played, but they were just not there. And Hawks are not contenders. I don't care. And they copped nothing this week.
No, they copped nothing, and everyone just goes, oh, nah. But
they'll be right. Sam Mitchell's a genius.
The amount of times that I have to keep hearing that, they don't have Will Day. They never
Will
have Will Day.
He's playing this week, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well,
he'll get injured. Anyway,
he never plays. He just never plays. So if he does come in and play this week, congratulations.
I think Will Day's career up until this point, he's looked at as such a good player based off 2 factors. Based off the fact that he had a really good opening round against Sydney last season.
When we were ripping into him and saying he's a shit player.
And secondly, the fact that he's always injured. So Hawthorn fans always say, but Will Day whenever they lose. So everyone thinks that, maybe Will Day is really good. But he's just he's not going to change anything. They're a good team. They're a top 8 team. I don't even know if they're guaranteed top 6 at this stage. But they're not a contender. They're nowhere near a contender.
They really got away with the few wins this month.
Oh, huge.
You think about the Port Adelaide game. You think about
the draw to Collingwood should have been
draw to Collingwood. There was another game where they got really close and just pulled it out at the end. But they've gotten really lucky. They lost that Fremantle game. But if they got
Did
away
they beat Geelong or lose to Geelong? They
bet Geelong.
Just. It was just
it was the point in the last couple of seconds.
Yes.
No Barras and no Gunston. They look super shaky without those two.
Because Barras this year has been so good. So without Barras this year, they've really struggled.
And it just is the Collingwood factor. But imagine Collingwood fans making excuses and saying something like, "Oh, but Pendlebury was out, so we didn't win," like Hawthorn fans are doing with Gunston. Like, it's fucking crazy. Pathetic. But anyway, you got anything to say about the Hawks?
Nah, nothing else. But we'll go into the Crows. It was a necessary win. I probably didn't really see this one coming, like that much of a smashing. And North started hot, but it's respectable considering they haven't been good, Adelaide, and that was a good win. And no Thilthorpe at the end of the day. So
well, it was 25-0 North in North's favour to start the game.
Yep.
And then Adelaide kicked like 14 goals straight. And in the second quarter, North Melbourne came out and just did not fucking touch the ball for the whole of the third quarter. Second quarter, I mean.
Then I think Adelaide were good, yes, on the day, but North have never won a game at Adelaide Oval. So it's
really?
Yeah, never. They're like 0-16 or something like that. So is it really that great of a win? Probably not. I'm still not sold on Adelaide. In my opinion, these are two average sides, and I don't care what anyone says. None of these teams will win the premiership. Both of these teams aren't as good as public perception suggests. Hawks are just going. I don't care what anyone says. They're just going, and with no brass, they're really struggling. The Crows finally fired a shot last weekend, but it was North at home, so how much can you really pay to that? Hawthorn are very, very lucky this game is in Tassie. They cannot lose there against this Adelaide side. They will win in a closer one. My free tip is Hawthorn, 1-39 at $2.20.
To be honest, who the fuck knows what's going to happen in this game? Like, we saw this game last year. I just looked up the scores, 47-44. Fucking poke your eyes out with a fork type of game. Hawks should have some valuable pieces back, like Nash, who didn't play last week. Barras should come back. I'm still not completely sold on them, like he said. In saying that, Adelaide haven't been the pinnacle of good form either. I've went against the Hawks once already in Tassie this season, and it was against the Suns, and it didn't favour me very well. So I'm not making that mistake again. My free pick is going to be the Hawks minus 16.5 at $1.90. And my headline for this game is going to be Tassie needs a roof. The shocking conditions on a Thursday night only highlight even further how Tassie must install a roof.
Just a shit venue. 8,000 people.
And to do like a, I don't know, to do like a marquee game. It's a primetime slot.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's just fucking so dumb.
Stupid.
With two teams who had a bit of success last year.
Yeah, but they couldn't predict the teams are going to be bad this year. This game was
No, what I'm saying is, if it was at Adelaide Oval or the MCG, you would have had a big crowd.
Yes, not 8,000 people. Yes.
Dreamtime at the G, Tigers versus the Bombers.
Cracker, this one.
We probably said this last year, but this is one of the worst dream times we've had for a while.
I think last year stunk. I think even the year before it would have started to be a bit stinky, but this will be fucking horrific. Yeah, the Tigers get worse and worse by the week. The injury list isn't helping them, but don't get me wrong. They still sucked with 44 healthy players. And if everyone was healthy, they'd still suck.
It wasn't dream time last year, but the last game that they played last year, I was just talking about bad scores in the other game. In rounds, I can't see the round, but on the July the 12th last year, Richmond played Essendon 46-37.
Jesus.
So it's just, we're not
set up for a great round this week, aren't we? But yeah, the injuries are no excuse. Yeah, exactly. 44 players healthy, they still would suck.
The Tigers are just the same old. There's not really much to say. As for Essendon, they're also bad. Yeah, both these teams are just unwatchable.
You know what? Like, I was thinking when I was previewing this game, I was probably got sucked into thinking the Tigers rebuild looks solid, but like, there's actually not a lot of players I love.
Neither.
There's not. Like,
neither.
When you look,
we talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but like, it becomes more clear by the week. It's just like a lot of like all right potential players. Nothing I love. Even Essendon probably have a bit more. I'm like,
I definitely do.
I can see a bit more out of like Caddy would be Richmond's most promising player. So would probably even like a Roby or a Sharp or a Farrow all playing their first year.
Or even like Archer Mate.
Exactly.
I like those
They're all
players
doing more
Richmond
for me
players.
than Richmond players at the moment.
Like John T4 or this or that.
This is just what the Tigers are. And honestly, for this season, this is just what the Bombers are. In hindsight, I don't even blame Merritt for trying to leave. It's fucking seriously bad, man.
This game will be an absolute disposal fest. Both of these teams leak disposal like crazy. Both of these teams allow a ton of positions. So legit just fucking...
Archie Roberts, 50 plus.
Yeah, Archie Roberts, Zach Merritt, Darcy Parish. Taranto, I don't know. He fucking only had like 14 disposals last week. That's another thing.
Shocker.
The biggest highlight of this game will be the pre-game ceremony. I think Essendon might actually do a job here, though.
I think so.
If Richmond are having a pick from VFL listed players, then I don't know how the Bombers can't smash them here. The line's pretty small as well. That's why my free pick is going to be the Bombers. Minus 12.5 at $1.90. It seems too small for...
Seems very small.
Yeah, the comparison between these two teams. But then again, Essendon lost to Freo by 40 points at the G last week.
For Freo's the top 2 team. This is Richmond. If Essendon lose this game, Brad Scott should be sacked. No matter how bad the Bombers are, they simply have to be better than a Richmond team who is down to 25 available players. Archie Roberts might have 100 disposals. Bombers minus 12.5 at $1.90. And my headline for this game is sleep time at the G. Fans struggle to keep their eyes open during this absolute snooze fest. Bombers win.
I like that headline. The second Friday night game is going to be Freo versus the Saints. I feel like for these 3 games, all I've talked about is how bad they are.
Remember this fucking bad.
Remember this game from last season?
No, I do not.
Oh, let me pull up the scores on that one.
Marvel?
It was at Marvel Stadium. It was horrible.
I don't remember at all.
Oh, it was really bad. I can't find the scores.
We're in for a cracker. Round 11 is going to be great.
Was this the game? I think it was Freo versus
I think you're thinking
St.
of
Kilda.
North St Kilda.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think
so. We went to paddle and it was
I think it was North.
No. I think it was Freo.
We were fishing. No, that was Essendon.
No. It was. We went to paddle. Anyway,
it sucked.
I think it'll be another bad game. For Freo, easy win. 9 last week.
Yeah, I'm saying easy.
Was it not?
Yeah, I'm saying easy.
Easy. I thought you were questioning me.
Easy.
9 in a row is unreal, and it doesn't feel like they've been this dominant. But they're 2 games ahead
of the competition. I know.
Oh no, they're not.
Sydney's with them.
Who did I hear that of? Oh, they are. They're sitting 2 games ahead,
Sydney.
but tied with Sydney. My bad. But equal first does not feel like they've been that dominant at all.
But when you watch them, they look dominant. That's the thing. When you watch them, I like watching them because fuck me, they got players everywhere. Like Sarong and Jackson barely played the last quarter, and they just are good team, man. Like I said last week, I'll say it again. Best bottom 6 players in the league. Their depth is good. We expected them to dominate last week, and they just did that. Like Voss looked good, so
yeah, cool.
But
I can't stand him.
I can't stand him either, but he's been in not great form, and he finally had another great game.
He's not been in great form, Tracy. Like, he just can't put a big bag on the scoreboard at all.
But he had like 1-3, I think.
I had him for my Coleman medalist. Yeah, he just can't kick.
Yeah, he can't kick.
He like cannot kick at all.
I think he looked all right last week. Just had bad.
But he's been like that the past couple of weeks. He just can't kick the ball. As for the Saints, they won by 36 against Richmond. Congratulations.
They're flat track bullies, man.
No, but that's not. I thought they were going to do a job on them. They couldn't even win by 40. So shocking by them there. Freo should just keep ploughing through here. No Naz still. So what hope do the Saints have?
What team are they then?
The Saints did what they needed to against Richmond against the Richmond midfield, but this is not a Richmond midfield. This is a different beast here. My free pick is going to be the Dockers minus 25.5 at $1.90.
Look, they didn't smash Richmond last week, but you can't hate them for it. Like,
I hate them for it.
Okay, fair enough. I think they're just mid for it. There was a good win. They looked all right. Hall and Philippou were great, and that was Tom de Koning's best game for the club. About time. He's such a fraud. I said it when he was at Carlton for the last 3 years. And every Carlton fan told me he's the best. He's going to be the best ruckman ever. He left, and now everyone can see he's a dog shit player.
It's kind of funny how, like...
They're off him.
But everyone was like, generational player,
and now he plays for St Kilda, and everyone's like, oh,
yeah. And nobody gives a shit about his
I forget he exists.
He had 2 goals and 15 disposals, so it's not like he
tore the fucking... He looked good when you watched that.
Yeah.
This could very well be the worst fixture Friday night of football of all time. Freo walk all over the Saints with ease. Not even worth turning on the television for this game. Saints might show a little fight early, but this Freo team is just simply too good for St Kilda. No Wolfie time will be needed for this game right here. Freo minus 25.5 at $1.90 with ease.
If you've got a date or your missus wants to do something, or you want to go to the movies, or you want to fucking go out with the boys, or you want to watch paint dry, do that on Friday night because both of these games suck.
That just proves to you right there. Jezza puts his missus ahead of the boys. North Melbourne versus Gold Coast at Marvel Stadium. The games just keep getting better, Jezza.
Jesus Christ. North Melbourne. I've never been more disappointed in a team that wasn't my own in my life.
They're disappointing,
man. Seriously, how many times are we going to keep going through this? I couldn't even imagine being a North Melbourne supporter. People were saying North could win this game. People were saying they had a chance to win that game against the Crows. I thought they'd at least put up a fight. super uncompetitive. Like, it's the most uncompetitive I've seen them in.
Just can't trust them.
Ages. The amount of missed tackles, the amount of skill issues, like.
You know what is the crazy part?
horrible.
At the start of the game, I didn't watch it, but when I checked my phone in the first quarter, it's like 25-0. I'm like, fuck.
Exactly the same.
I go, North's on, eh? I said,
Exactly the
this
same
will
as
be
me.
a big win for North. I said, oh, this was a tip I got wrong last week. I had North at the line. That's how confident I was. Then less confidence when I saw that they were 0-16 at Adelaide Oval. You just can't trust them. They're actually like the most unreliable team of all time.
I just had the fucking Crows 1-40, yeah. I had Crows 1-40, and I go, surely North are at least going to keep it close. I was scared that they might win. And they do that, and they lose by whatever the fuck they did, 68 points, whatever. But it was way more than that, and they kicked a couple bullshit goals at the end. They're so disappointing.
LDU is going to retire and never make it above 14th in his whole career.
Speaking about LDU,
He was the first player of this rebuild. That's all I'll say.
speaking about LDU, first quarter 8 disposals, second quarter 0.
Jeez.
Just fucking
He falls away.
multi-killer right there.
Falls away.
As for the Suns,
Darwin games are over.
Another 2-0 stint in the Northern Territory. It helps that the AFL send over like the shittiest teams to go versus them there, but
that's the whole thing. I guess it's just a bit of a thing where I don't even look too much into the last 2 weeks because it's at Darwin, and obviously no other team can really win there. It's been proven over the last 4 or 5 years. So they did enough and are good enough to be a top 6 team, but I'm not like crazy about the Suns, even though they've won the last 2.
it's honestly the AFL being like, yeah, we're going to give you 2
That's not
guaranteed
true.
wins.
They gave them Geelong a couple of years ago, and they smashed Geelong. And
Yeah.
Geelong made the grand final that year, so you can't really say that. Like, you think they're just sending duds over?
Well, they sent Port Adelaide and St Kilda over.
Saints are supposed to be good.
Oh, not in my
Cross
eyes.
the line.
As for this game, I have zero faith in North Melbourne after what they've fucking dished up to me week in, week out. Is LDU going to play? Apparently he injured his knee in the final seconds of that game where they were being blown out by 68, so that's great.
That's great.
If not, it doesn't really make a difference either way. I think the Suns get a much-needed away win here. It is at Marvel, and Dimmer does hate Marvel, but it should be an easy win here based off talent in 2026. My free pick is going to be the Suns minus 10.5 at $1.90. And my headline is going to be run it back Roos. North looked disappointing once again, having people question whether Clarko is still the right fit or not for this team.
Ooh, Jez. North was so disappointing last week, but hear me out. My mind wants to cop them out a little bit with the fact they have a shocking Adelaide Oval record. At Marvel this year, they've been a completely different side. We've seen it time and time again. They nearly bet Sydney at Marvel. They bet Port Adelaide at Marvel. They've looked good at Marvel all year long. They were good in TIO, the Suns, but against weak opposition, like you've just said. I think North stay in this game.
No, they was Geelong last year.
Yeah, but this year they didn't. The last 2 weeks they didn't. North stay in it. I think North really have a chance to win this game, mainly because they are better at Marvel, but mostly because Gold Coast just suck at Marvel and suck at travelling. So
I'm not going to lie, I really like your reasoning. I really like it.
My free tip is the complete opposite to you. It's North plus 10.5 at $1.90.
10.5 is too low.
I think they'll win the game. I think everyone this week's gonna pile on North, like not pile on North because it's fucking North, no one cares. But I think every bettor will be like, oh, North fucking stunk last week, and Gold Coast's form has been good, but that's a bit of false security. I think North raised their level at Marvel. Gold Coast dropped their level at Marvel. Happy medium is North win plus 10.5.
Oh, 1-39 is $3 straight out. So
North?
So if you like North to win, they're probably not going to win by more than 40.
I don't think they will. So that's
take
not a bad bet at all.
Cats versus the Swans at GMHBA Stadium.
This is the first good game this round.
This is the best game
probably the
at
only
4
good game.
o'clock on a. This is the most important game at 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, it's shit time.
There's nothing else. No, I'm just saying there's no other game at this time.
Oh, yeah,
that's really worth watching. Massive surprise to me, the Cats. I really wrote them off. I said last week they can't get on a plane. They're going to think. It shocked me.
Cats can't fly, you said, Jess.
I know. They legitimately couldn't be stopped in the third quarter.
It was good.
Like, could not be stopped. They just goal after goal. I think it was like 7 goals straight.
You said it last week, and I didn't really watch the Pies Cats game. You said it about their new handball fast ball movement. Fuck, it's right. It is true. It is there. And it really, what it is it just maximizes the players they have. It makes Smith and Holmes look really good. It lets O'Sheen be good. It makes the small forwards look good. It's that game plan is like built for them.
That's the way footy's going though at the moment.
But some teams can't do, like Hawthorn and Carlton could not do that game plan. Geelong were playing a game plan that didn't really suit them. Now that is what Holmes and Smith have to have. Like that's perfect.
I'm telling you right now though, if you look at the teams that are having the highest amount of handballs, it is all the top teams in the league.
Yeah, but some teams can't do it, is my point.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But still, like teams like Sydney, Geelong now have implemented it. No, Brisbane are more of a kicking team.
Yeah, they are. They're more.
As for the Swans, looked a little vulnerable, if I'm honest with you.
It was probably, I know they've lost that game against Hawthorn, but they had no Heaney and no Goulden. And it was at the MCG. But that was probably the worst game I've seen from Sydney this year. The Pies shouldn't have been in it. And if that was at MCG, they'd probably lose. And if Oscar Steen doesn't get injured, they'd probably lose.
Yeah, you know what, though? In that game, sitting down and watching it as a Collingwood supporter, there was no doubt in my mind that they weren't going to come back.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I knew they were going to come back. And in my head, the whole time, I was like, don't get too excited because they're probably going to end up running over and winning.
Yeah, I felt that as well. But at the end of the day, it wasn't really great footy from them. I didn't look at that game. Every week I come in here and go, oh, these are my premiership favourites. Yeah. That's the game where I was like, ooh, they didn't look great that week. They got to mop it up. They got to mop it up. But still, like, Grundy was good and they were good. So, yeah.
GMHBO Stadium, that's all I got to say. I think Sydney are obviously the better team this season, but there is no greater home ground factor than there is with the Cats and GMHBA. It's just way too much for me. We'll be close, but the Cats will get over the line, especially after what we saw last week. I think they'll have a lot of confidence out of that game, beating Brisbane up there at the Gabba. My free pick is going to be the Cats win at $1.60 straight out.
I don't mind it, but I think this will be a lot closer of a contest than many people think. I think a lot of people, once again, like fingernail deep analysis, will go, Geelong have been smashing teams and they smashed Brisbane last week and Sydney looked bad. But Sydney had one poor week and are still an elite team all season. I think that was a blimp on the radar. Will make this game very interesting, and GMHBA will not be enough to get Geelong the win by itself. Could be the game of the season, I reckon. I think this could be a very.
I don't know. If it was at the G, I would agree with you. But something about that ground.
But something about the ground. I know I keep going back to it.
What great game have we seen at that ground?
No, what I'm saying is, okay, fair enough. Yeah, great games usually don't happen there.
No, not at all.
My point is, Fremantle nearly got Geelong there, and Sydney are as good of a team as Fremantle. That's why my free tip is going to be the Swans plus 10.5 at $1.90.
Still a bit too low for me.
I see a world.
If it was like Swans plus 22.5, I'd take it.
Probably, but I see a world.
Pies versus the Eagles. And obviously there is a big event happening here. Scott Pendlebury.
Harley Reid's 50th.
Who else? There's someone else playing.
Houston, I think 100.
Yeah, Dan Houston, 150th or 200.
200.
Yeah, some shit like that. Obviously, Scott Pendlebury, 433 games. And we should probably take a bit of time to talk about him. Talk about how good he's been. Now, growing up, you were a massive Scott Pendlebury.
I was the Scott Pendlebury fan.
When we were younger, I was Dane Swan,
I was
and Ethan was Scott Pendlebury. And that's how it was.
Yeah.
And obviously, brothers, like...
Yes,
he played for our team. I hated him. But I hated him because...
supporter, they hated Pendlebury.
But I hated him because you liked him and we were young. And it was
you wanted to be like Swan was better and I was like Pendles was better.
Swan was like the cool guy and Pendles was like a bit of the clean cut, nice guy. But... I didn't like him when I was like 14 years old.
You didn't like him, no, you didn't.
But obviously, he's provided us with...
He outlasted Swan, didn't he?
So many... Oh, yeah, outlasted him quite a bit. Provided us with so many great memories. My mind goes straight to, and it's not as nostalgic as everyone thinks, but the 2023 grand final.
Goal.
Yeah, the goal in the grand final. Like, even he was involved in that chain where he handballed it out to Dacos flying, handball to go in, he kicks that goal. So, like, that's where your mind goes. I wish, obviously, that he was the premiership captain for that season.
Same.
So much I wish he was the premiership captain.
2018 would have been good, man.
2018 would have been amazing, but we don't talk about
that. You know what a Pendles thing for me is? Like, we just said this Swan versus Pendlebury thing. And for Punter Spot Ethan, those videos, I actually have a video coming out about how Pendlebury was very unlucky in his career not to win a Brownlow. Because do you know where he ranks all time for total Brownlow votes? Out of every player in history, he's 6th. And out of the top, like, 15, he's the only one to not win a Brownlow. Something like that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And the 2 years he finished highest, he finished 3rd in 2010. And Swan finished 2nd to Judd. And then he finished third or fourth in 2011 and Swan won it. So he got very unlucky not to win one. But at the end of the day, he's got the Norm Smith. I think he's Collingwood's greatest ever player.
Yeah, I think so too. I know it's trivial and I know it's thing, but it does make a difference. If he had the Brownlow, if he had one Brownlow,
he'd be the greatest player of all time.
People would say, but it's such like a bullshit fucking. This is why I hate the Brownlow so much.
Matt Rowell is not going to be a player ever as good of a player as Pendlebury.
Thank you.
Neither is Tom Mitchell. Neither is Ollie Wines. All these players are not as good as Pendlebury all the time.
He, in my mind, and when you look at it, and I saw something that said like he hasn't had the peaks of these players, but peaks is bullshit because peaks means excitement. Dusty was a fucking fantastic player, 100%.
Yeah, but that's the
taking
argument.
Scott Pendlebury's career over Dusty's.
Career, yes, but I would take Dusty's 2017 season over any Pendlebury season.
So it's very hard to say. And then thinking about it now, 3 Norm Smiths, I don't know if I'd take that.
Nah, exactly, yeah. So you would probably take the Norm Smiths.
But longevity is obviously the fucking go.
No shit, he's breaking the record, Jez.
But it's like most disposals, most tackles.
Yeah.
He probably has most minutes played.
Oh, for sure. He's got most games.
Oh,
Yes. What are you on about? Shit, he's a midfielder.
That was so stupid.
Very stupid. But yeah, he's the great man, Pendles, and I would love him to go on next year, but I think this might be the last.
I think he should retire.
There's no point of him playing.
Retire on a high. The Collingwood aren't going to win the premiership this year or next year, so retire on a high. Honestly, though, going back to last week, they weren't that bad at all.
You know what's fucked? I am not getting sucked in. I know Collingwood's not like going to win anything this year. I'd be happy if they just make it out of the wild card into finals and lose the first round. That's where I'm at with Collingwood. But if you really, really want to nail it down to everything, that Fremantle game,
I have exactly this.
Pies just lost. Go through it.
3 teams that everyone sucks off. Fremantle, Sydney and Hawthorn. They all got within a goal of those 3 teams.
It's not as bad as it looks, but then it is bad because they're not going to do anything. But it's like, I don't know how to judge this team.
No, neither.
They should be a lot worse than the games they're putting together.
I guess it comes down to defense, experience, and coaching because they have those 3 things, and it allows them to stay in games. But like you said, and shout out my dad for this because he's been saying it to me all week, and he's 100% right on it. All right, and this is just a special for Collingwood fans here. Kane Corns has gone on and on and on about how Pendlebury this and Pendlebury that, and he should have went out in the last quarter of the Anzac Day game, and if we had Pendlebury, you would have won.
He's rage baiting, Jez.
He's rage baiting everyone, and I want everyone to know that. But I know he's rage baiting, and it still pisses me off. Where was he last year? I'll tell you where he was actually last year. Last year, at this exact same point, he was saying the opposite, and he was saying Pendlebury and side bottom and Elliott should be rested because they shouldn't be going for individual accolades. And now, since it's reversed, he thinks, but he's an absolute joke. That can't. Do you have anything else to say about the Pies? Like,
if Steen doesn't get injured, they win that game. I really believe that. Like, Grundy was having a great game. Steen was like at least there, and then when you have to rely on Buller and Nick Stay and Ned Long, it's like it was hard to come back. But I went into that game not expecting anything.
Yeah, neither.
And they provided something, so that was at least a positive.
I thought they were going to get smashed by 60, so. They did well to keep it close at least.
And West Coast.
They showed a bit West Coast.
They showed a lot. They won the game.
I know, but after a few dire weeks, that's exactly what I have written down. Harley Reid is really good.
I was wrong. I'll put my hand up. He's a fucking... Yeah. I think I got sucked in with Harley to all the hype that what the AFL media did for him was overhype him, then say he's overrated, and I kind of got sucked into the thing of fucking all this talk, and he's not even that good. He needed time. He'll be a top 3 player in the competition.
I know, like when you just said it before, it's his 50th game.
Like fuck,
and he's clearly the best player on his team.
Obviously, yeah.
Like he's very fucking good. He's very fucking good. Yeah. Not much to say really about this game. It's the Penrith game. The odds reflect that. The Pies are paying $1.08 to win the game.
They cannot drop this one. They will not drop this one.
They will do absolutely everything in their power not to drop this.
They will reach Essendon on Anzac Day territory. Like that's how Collingwood will play this game. Yeah,
absolutely demolish. It's going to be a thrashing. My free pick is going to be the Pies 40 plus at $1.63.
Mine is the Pies minus 44.5 at $1.90, and my headline is Pennell's Poetry. Scott Pendlebury has 30 plus disposals and 2 plus goals on his record-breaking game.
If they tag him, they're the saddest cunts ever.
Yeah, probably.
That is the saddest shit of all time. Port versus Carlton. Port were never really in it, to be honest, in that game. They
weren't.
Disappointing.
They're the roller coaster team,
Yeah,
but like,
it's
and that was a
expected.
down week on the roller coaster. You can't read too much into that. Once again, it was in Darwin.
Question for you two. Why the fuck do they persist on playing Jason Horner-Francis at full forward?
I hate it.
The whole last quarter, he just sat there in the forward line.
Did not get near it.
Didn't get near. Had like
He's on my super coach, Jez. I know. He's on my super coach.
Fucking hell, it pissed me the fuck off. I had him for like 18 disposals or some shit like that, and just could not get near it in the last quarter. So fuck you, Josh Carr, for doing that. Do you want to talk about your Blues?
The da-da-da-da-das, Jez, finally got that win. The sacked coach spike is what got them that win. We said it last week. We were tentative of it. None of us were balls enough to pick it. But when you sack the coach, that is what happens. I cannot wait to hear Blues fans, after maybe one more win in the next couple of weeks, say that, maybe Josh Fraser's the man for the job.
And they've got easy games too. They verse Essendon, they verse
West Coast,
and they verse Richmond as well. So
it is all paths lead to Carlton fans doing what they do every time a coach is sacked. But I honestly think the wins will be few and far between from here for Carlton. I think that was just like a good performance. They caught the Dogs on the day. And I find it so funny. I don't know how much of the game you catch, but I caught a bit of highlights, and Cripps and Mackay and Wiedering. You would have thought they won the flag. You would have thought they won the fucking flag.
Like 2 weeks ago, they were talking about how Cripps doesn't deserve a spot in the team. And now I see all the players coming out and they're like, he just keeps us together. He just keeps us involved. Like, shut the fuck up. A massive slap in the face to Voss, if you ask me. Like,
just kicking the ball, slap in the face,
just being
shit
like,
in your mouth.
Especially for all those players to be like G'd up and pumped up and hyped.
Mackay made me laugh, man.
I didn't see that, but just all of them acting like that. Like, after this whole time, now Vossi's the best. Vossi inspires us. Vossi's
and then they fucking finally pull the finger out.
I think that was definitely just a new coach bump, though.
Yep, for sure.
I think Port are much more talented and better defensively drilled team than the Bulldogs are. Should be easier at Adelaide Oval for them. My free pick is going to be Port minus 10.5 at $1.90, and my headline is going to be Sugar Hit. Port Adelaide holds Carlton to under 40 points as they strangle the life out of a Carlton side that was up and about the week before.
I love it, Jill. I love that we're on the same page for this one. A lot of people get sucked in, but the Port roller coaster continues, and this is an up week for them here. The new coach spike usually only lasts 1 week, like you said. It was fun. It was exciting. It gives them hope. And then they get punched in the face like they will this week against Port. And that's what will happen to the Blues here. Port easily. The line is too low. For Adelaide Oval, my free tip is also Port minus 10.5 at $1.90.
The first Sunday game, one of two on the Sunday, is going to be the Giants versus the Lions. Shocking performance by the Giants.
Horrific, man.
They were shut down in all facets of their game by West Coast.
They're a second-rate team.
Yeah,
They're a second-rate team.
I had them like on the outskirts of the 8 this season when we did the ladder predictions. They're nowhere near it.
They need to make huge changes at the top season.
Yeah, and it's just not looking good for them.
But I can't even see where they go.
No, exactly. I don't see
where they go.
Like, if I'm Tom Green, I'm running the fuck out of there.
Oh, Tassie. Bring me my money if I'm Tom Green. If I'm Callahan, I'd be spewing. I didn't. Not go St Kilda.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck St Kilda. But I'd be like hoping Tassie fucking want me.
But he did. Did he sign like a long term?
I think he did sign like 4 years. So I think he misses the Tassie window. But
that's stupid.
Oh, Tassie would eat him up as well.
Oh yeah, no shit.
He's a good player. I really do like.
But there's just not much to talk about with the Giants.
Lions.
As for the Lions,
poor game.
I think that was their biggest slip up in a while.
This is the first time I am like semi-concerned. Yeah. Like we say every week they're cruising, they don't really give a fuck. But that game, I think it kind of even shocked them. Like, oh fuck, like maybe we got to start getting our shit together because now 100%. We're nearly halfway through the season. We're still in a good ladder position, but we can't just like cruise through the whole season. Like they got to perform against good teams.
I don't know why more teams don't do this. We've seen it. It worked in the 2023 grand final. It's worked throughout time. Worked last week. Tag Harris Andrews.
Billy Frampton.
You tag Harris Andrews and their backline turns to that 7-goal run, he was nowhere to be seen because Jack Henry was leading him out to the wrong spots, just doing an absolute job on him.
It was good coaching.
Surely some type of response here is needed by the Giants. Like I know Brisbane had a shocking loss last week, but surely they didn't lose to the Eagles. Like, surely.
Yeah, I know.
The last time I put any type of faith into him is going to be this week.
Oh, wow.
I think the Giants keep it close. It's at NG Stadium. Wow. My free pick is going to be the Giants plus 15.5 at $1.90.
I can't be with you.
Yeah, I know you can't. This is my last time I'm putting a faith into
GWS are abysmal and are facing a Lions team who, honestly, just need to get the win, and they're just good enough to get the win, regardless of NG, regardless of GWS needing it more. I think they're just good enough just to do it to them. I see this game being a domination and a clear line in the sand moment for the Lions season. I think this is the game where they might smash the Giants at NG by like 60, and then it's like, okay, let's fucking start playing good footy for the rest of the year. Halfway through the season, let's do it. Give GWS absolutely no shot at all, personally, Jez. Couldn't be further from you. My free tip is the Lions minus 14.5 at $1.90.
And the final game of the round, the 2021 Grand Final rematch.
Ball knowledge.
The Dogs versus the D's. We watched that Grand Final about 1,000 times.
We did, actually.
I don't want to hear anyone say anything about these cunts, to be honest, the Bulldogs. I do not want to hear anyone say anything.
You were the one saying
I gave them a chance at the start of the year. I tried to like them. They are just so overrated.
But Darcy.
And Marcus Bontempelli.
Oh, shit.
How the fuck does he keep getting away with it? How do people still suck him off? Captain this, captain that. He's the best. He puts the team on his back even though he has a sore leg. Shut the fuck up. If he did put the team on his back, if he was this great fucking almighty captain that puts the team on his back and wins games for him, do more, cunt.
Would have done what Cripper
You're not
did.
winning games. Exactly. Cripper fucking put the team on his back. Cripper's the real deal, not you, cunt. Oh, I can't stand
They're
it.
abysmal, man.
Yeah,
It's
they are
all
fucking
falling
abysmal.
apart.
They're
It's all falling apart. Like, I was speaking to some Bulldog supporters on the weekend, and they really thought after the first 5 weeks that they were flag bound, honestly. And they looked good earlier. It's just fucking falling to shit. I think Bevo genuinely now should be getting pressure on him.
Oh, big time. 100%.
Because they proved at the start of the year that this season was thing. But I think he's going to get copped out from injury talk because it's fucking always injuries.
You can't
Three
do
players.
that. It's
Three
bullshit.
fucking players, man. But honestly, it's fucking turned to shit. Shit has hit the fan. That's for sure. Talk about your demons, Jess. Talk about your favourite team in the competition.
They're probably the best watching team in the competition. I love the Melbourne Football Club.
Melbourne. I love
so
Melbourne.
fun, so exciting.
I love your Melbourne.
I got to make an admission, though. A few weeks ago, I came out and I said that don't get too excited. I don't think they're going to make
Are you
finals.
excited?
I'm getting excited. I think they might make finals.
I think they drop it. I don't think they're top 6. I think they'll
They just
win a
beat
wild card.
Hawthorn. Your Hawks. Your almighty Hawks.
My Hawks. Fuck off. I fucking hate those cunts. Yeah, like, they're very impressive, Melbourne. So good. So fast. Like you like to say, so good, young and fast. Playing at the MCG this year will be unstoppable with their room to play their fast game style. The MCG is a very, very dominant place for them.
I know.
But this week, they're playing at Marvel Stadium, Jess.
I know.
They're playing at Marvel Stadium.
I had that exact thing written down. The D's are almost unbeatable at the G. Unfortunately, this one is at Marvel. I think they're still competitive and keep it close.
I like it,
But I
Jess.
think the Dogs need to respond
I like
after
it,
that collapse.
Jess. Good man.
My free pick for this game, reluctantly, and I hope I'm wrong, is going to be the Dogs win at $2.08. All of my picks combined together will come out to a fucking juicy $259.46.
You think that's juicy?
Oh,
Dogs have sucked and D's have been amazing. Melbourne's form is elite at the MCG. This is at Marvel Stadium. I give the Dogs a chance here just out of necessity. The fact that D's may be drinking their own bathwater as well with that win against Hawthorn is a very big reality for this young side. Call me crazy, but the Dogs find the way to win this game. My free tip is the Dogs 1-39 at $2.65. I really like that pick. I really think everyone gets sucked into the Melbourne hype. Everyone is shitting on the Bulldogs. And the opposite happens. I think that is a very big chance to happen. All my 9 legs combined to a truly juicy $605.05. I really do like my tips this week.
Do ya?
I really do like my tips.
I'll put $50 on it.
Like last week was a week I didn't love, but I like Richmond game a lot. I like the Bombers minus 12.5. I love the Fremantle minus 25. I love the North plus 10.5. I love this. Oh, I don't love the Swans. I love the Pies minus 44. I love Port minus 10.
So you love all your picks?
Yeah, I like 7 out of the 9. Yeah, I'll get 7 this week for sure. I'll get 9 if you jump on it.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to another episode of the Punter Spot. We appreciate you guys listening week in, week out.
That's a wrap. Panels 433. Peace, prosperity, and love. You.